Hi everyone, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hope my content helps you understand planetary energies and make informed decisions in your life. Please remember that I use the Sidereal zodiac. A birth time is necessary to find your ascendant. But if you don't have your birth time, check your Sidereal moon sign and use that sign as your ascendant. For example, if you have a Sidereal Leo moon, you can check the analysis for Leo risings. Before I begin, note the condition of your natal Mercury, that is, whether it's retrograde or direct. If it is retrograde, it will be labeled as R in your natal chart. It is my personal opinion that a natal planet in retrograde motion gives different results than a natal direct motion. Maybe I'll talk about this in a future video dedicated to this natal placement. Sidereal Aries rising. This brief period might be a bit rocky for you folks. Restrain your impulses a little bit, as you might regret your choices once Mercury begins direct motion. You may make more money this month than in the past. This could be sudden and unexpected, like a lucky coincidence. Maybe tax returns or gifts of some sort. However, your mental restlessness this month could influence you into taking action that may lead to regrets later. Think and think again before taking action this month. For some of you, this may be an impulsive decision to travel long distance, which dents your finances. Some actions are going to be unavoidable, like for those of you who have college-going kids and may have college-related expenses coming up. An initiative taken in the past may not give you the results you were hoping for, and this would be very evident around the 19th of August. This initiative could have been in business or work or a creative project or in a romantic relationship. You could have been very assertive, bordering on aggressive into whatever you were doing, and this may have led to ego clashes or butting of heads. You may face hurdles in achieving your goal, whatever that goal is. Maybe you were trying to get everyone on board regarding a project at work and you have a looming deadline. And you have been using the force of your personality to get things moving. But it backfires and you may face resistance from team members. You may have to review or reassess and modify your plans a little bit to get your plans back on the road. If you are more accommodating of other perspectives and views, then you may see a positive shift after the 5th of September. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Taurus rising. Some of you may need to brace yourself for a period of sudden illness that could keep you confined at home. This may be the result of traveling or commuting frequently and exhausting your nervous system, or from burnout. Some of you working professionals or workaholics may experience a slow period at work, and you may find more fulfillment and joy being at home, maybe having friends over for a movie night. Your inner restlessness could influence you into committing to things at work or within your social circle that you may regret later. Those of you seeking a romantic partner may just stumble into a potential love interest soon. Maybe you meet them in a social event or a work event. But those of you in a relationship may find yourself questioning your commitment to your partner. Those of you with a business may not see the results you were hoping for from your business. You may end up revising or reviewing future plans so that it's more aligned with reality. Or if you're planning to reinvest back into your business, consider if the business is profitable enough to do so. It's better to set small, achievable goals than to make grand plans and abandon them if they are not reached. After the 23rd of August, you may go back and forth with a decision on the best time to travel. You may feel conflicted about what to do, where to go. Eventually, you may decide to change your mind and cancel your plans. Those of you who are students may find this period particularly beneficial for deep diving into research interests or reviewing past course material, because it's a favorable period for sudden insight into a difficult topic. This month will see you have a lot of physical energy. Go for long walks if the weather permits, or exercise or swim. Do something to channel that energy, or it may get expressed as irritation or anger, leading to conflicts or misunderstandings. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Gemini rising. Those in this group who have natal planets in the 12th house may have already experienced a sudden onset of illness this past month that landed you in the hospital. Others of you may have spouses or partners who suffer from brief and temporary illness and will be confined at home. Expect a longish recovery period, although there's no need to worry, as these illnesses are more like passing clouds. Even so, most in this group may find this retrograde period more trying than usual. Your ascendant lord is transiting in retrograde through the 3rd and 2nd house, and most of your planets are transiting the 12th, 2nd and 3rd houses. Your energy and attention could be focused on your income and finances. Your expenses could be higher than usual this month due to unforeseen and unexpected events like illness or unexpected urgent travel. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Cancer rising. Some of you may experience ups and downs in your family of origin. By family of origin, I mean the family setup within which you spent your formative years. These ups and downs could be due to sibling related issues, or it could be a past misunderstanding being brought back to the present. Some others of you may experience unexpected expenses this month, likely due to mother's health or unexpected travel. Those of you who are already in the process of buying, selling property might experience a setback, or at the very least, misunderstandings related to the sale process. Those of you who have a business could see opportunities that come suddenly out of the blue. However, not all of these opportunities will be viable and sustainable in the long term. So be selective and discerning about where you wish to invest your effort for the long term. If it's not sustainable in the long term, then transiting Saturn in the 8th, which is aspecting your 10th house, will test it through creating delays and obstacles. Its purpose is to test your resolve and your patience. Generally, you may experience events that influence you to focus on your values, your vision of what it means to be a family, and what it means to be wealthy. You may question family values and take radical and unbending stands against what you perceive as lost causes, whether those lost causes are at work, or in your marriage, or in your friend circle, or in business, or within your family. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Leo risings. This month might be rather doom and gloom for Leo risings as two malefics are transiting your angular houses. You need to be careful with one-to-one connections this month and every month until Saturn transits out of your 7th house in 2025. With Saturn in retrograde motion through the 7th house and Mars Jupiter transiting your 10th, you wouldn't want to provoke or start ego and power battles in public. If you do so, you are not going to win and Jupiter won't be able to protect the fallout. One-upmanship can damage your public standing and reputation, so be careful until mid-August. Curb your impulse to be at the center of everything and let the words you speak attract people to you. Attract effortlessly rather than force attention towards you. Those of you who run a business and have people who work for you in any capacity may experience issues with them. These employees may possibly quit during the retrograde period. However, it's likely you will find a replacement soon. Some of you may initiate an olive branch to try and reconcile with someone. This could be that employee mentioned earlier. Although this opportunity may not go as planned because the words you choose may reflect your ego rather than a genuine cooperative mindset. If you wish to truly reconcile, then you may have to write down what you want to say and make sure your intent reflects your words. Maybe ask a trusted person to read what you've written so your words won't be open to misinterpretation. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Virgo risings. This is a relatively quiet period for Virgo risings, despite the fact that Mercury, your ascendant lord, will be in retrograde motion. That's because all of the drama is hidden away in your 12th house. Most of you may retreat from social life, possibly work in isolation. Maybe you're working from home remotely. Some of you may be traveling internationally and there could be expenses related to this travel. Students may find this period particularly productive, as well as those who are involved in research. One-to-one relationships may experience some ups and downs. Romantic relationships in particular may feel like a burden or like it's work. Everyday routine may also feel like drudgery. All in all, it's a favorable period, but for quiet reflection and meditation retreats. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Libra risings. You folks need to be very careful the next few months. It's not just the Mercury retrograde, but also Jupiter and Mars sitting in Taurus in the 8th house, as well as Saturn in retrograde in your 5th house, aspecting your ascendant lord in the 11th. Let's start with the good news first. Some of you may attract attention and popularity this month. So, if you have a social media business or any business of any sort where you have to connect to a network or a community or a circle, this is the time to be out there and mingle on networks, socialize, join groups. However, once Mercury re-enters Cancer in retrograde after the 23rd of August, retreat out of the social spheres. If you continue to be as visible, communicative, social as earlier, it may not give you the results you expect, or it may backfire. So the strategy is be visible and social without burning out until the 19th. Slow down after that to give everything a chance to blossom. Be particularly careful in what you say, how you say, when and to whom you say during the Sun and Mercury conjunction on the 19th of August. If you're not careful, then you may end up in a power struggle with someone in your circle. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you may be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Scorpio risings. This retrograde, which sees most of the planets transiting your angular 4th, 7th and 10th houses, indicates a very powerful period for change. Overall, it indicates that you need to cut your losses if something is not working and do something different, whether it is in your business partnerships, your career, your job, your vocation, or your marriage. I'm not suggesting that each of you should just quit your job or divorce your spouse or have an extramarital affair. No. I mean, do something different. Get out of your comfort zone. Go on that adventure trip with your spouse. Upskill or take relevant certification in your current job so you can get that promotion. If you're open to exploring the new, untried and untested, then this is a favorable period where you'll experience the good kind of unpredictable. You may be approached for opportunities to make more money through business partnerships, or you may receive promotions in your work. These opportunities could be something you have not tried before, something out of the box and different. But as Saturn is transiting your 4th and aspecting your 10th, you may feel an inner resistance to accepting these offers. Don't goof it up by second guessing yourself or overthinking too much or with too much of self-focus. Take the plunge and accept the offer. The coming 10 months or so are a favorable period for your career or business as long as you do something different and dare to explore outside your comfort zone. If the offers you receive expect you to relocate, relocate. Don't hesitate. Don't allow anxiety, fears, or worry about what ifs to destroy the potential of progress. But if you continue to stick to your comfort zone and continue stagnating at your workplace or refuse to put effort into your business partnership or marriage, then this could be a very destabilizing period where you may experience reversal of past gains or ups and downs in your work, or at worst, a sudden breakdown in your marriage or business partnership. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Sagittarius rising. Those of you who have personal planets in the 6th or 12th house may need to take care during this period. Some in this group may have already had a sudden serious illness that landed them in urgent care. You may have caught an infection during long distance travel or any place you visited recently that was relatively unfamiliar to you. The parents in this group may want to ensure your children follow hygiene protocols. Take as many precautions as you can, as you did during COVID, like washing hands frequently, wearing a mask, social distancing. Others of you may experience an illness if they are not careful. It could be respiratory, like chest congestion or some type of flu. The ones from this group who are in a long-term relationship or married may find their partner traveling a lot for work, and it could place a strain on your relationship or marriage. Your professional life may see some ups and downs. You may have an organizational retreat or whatever it's called in the corporate world, where all employees gather for team building and other activities. There's not much to be concerned about this month. You may be completely happy in your daily routine, maybe even bored. But a few unpredictable events will keep you on your toes. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Capricorn rising. This is a mundane month where your mind and attention is possibly focused on finances, your own and joint finances. Those who invest in the stock market may find unexpected gains, at least until the end of August. However, there could be a brief patch of ups and downs in your wealth. Maybe you need to take a home loan, or there could be an unusually large number of outstanding bills that need to be paid that are weighing on your mind. Those of you who are parents may have expenses related to your child's education, which is going to have an impact on your wealth. Some of you who have been planning to relocate may actually do so in the first 2 weeks of August. If you're a researcher or a student who's doing your PhD, this is a favorable time to dig deep into your subject matter, as your mind would naturally be inclined to solving mysteries. Short-term and short-distance travel is a big possibility. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you may be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Aquarius risings. There's a bit of upheaval happening in your home life, which will continue until Mars transits out of the 4th at the end of August. If you're buying or selling your property, this is a favorable period to do so, but sign off on the contract or agreement only after the 5th of September. If you're planning to relocate, yes, it's favorable, but it might be a bit sudden and unexpected. I mean that you may have these elaborate plans of when you want to move, but something may happen suddenly that throw these plans out of the window. It could be the weather that does not cooperate, or the moving company causes delays. So you may spend your effort trying to find solutions to random problems that keep popping up in your daily life. Some of you could also be focused on you or your partner's health because of an illness. Students may be slightly stressed, especially those working on joint projects. You may run into conflict with your group members with regards to who gets credit for what. Nothing too permanent, just power struggles and ego clashes. Overall, this is a month with scattered energies that may pull your attention in all directions. And that's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month. Sidereal Pisces risings. Some of you folks may continue experiencing intermittent health issues that force you to take a break from your normal routine and isolate yourself to heal. You may witness drama in your family of origin, but don't allow yourself to get dragged into it by others. Disengage from drama and conflict, especially if it spills over. You might end up being at the center of the eye of the storm. Just observe without commenting at all. As it is, you may have your hands full worrying about other things in your life. Your spouse's health may be of some concern during this period. He may have vision problems, and if he is of a certain age, may also suffer from cataract. On the other hand, you may be the one with vision issues and may want to get your eyes checked, especially if you have migraines or headaches. If you are a parent to an adult child, they may be experiencing frustrations at work. Maybe they are overwhelmed with the expectations at their workplace, or they are making errors at their job, which is getting noticed by their bosses. If the adult child is so overwhelmed that they cannot function, then support them to get help from a mental health professional. If your child is still a student, then they might find this period to be very favorable for their academic work. Some of you may have to travel suddenly for work, business, or vocational reasons. Those in healing modalities like doctors, herbalists, physiotherapists, yoga teachers, meditation coaches, etc. might find this period overwhelming and exhausting, as you may be approached very suddenly by a lot of people for help. Know your limitations and accommodate others only when it does not overload your own system. That's all I have for you today. If you find my content helpful, please click on subscribe so you can be notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next month.